Still know what I'm doing. I still predict, like when I was writing for I wrote for the Dolphins Wire last year for the first season.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning of the season, I predicted they would go 6-10. They went 7-9 on a play that's now still known as the Miami Miracle. We're on the last play of the game on some crazy stuff. They scored a touchdown to win. Should have lost that game, and I should have been right with my prediction of 6-10. So that should still tell you that I'm still in touch with the league at least somewhat.
So who are your teams for this year?
Oh man, well I mean, so the Super way too early because camp is still barely begun, right?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna see a lot of play out west for the AFC, right? So I'm looking for the Chiefs to supplant the Patriots this year. Not that the Patriots are a bad team, but at some point, let's just put it this way: they were a little lucky to get to the Super Bowl. And then on the NFC side, man, I mean, right now, like this could change by the day. Right now, I normally don't lock in predictions until Labor Day because that's Monday before the season and everything's happened. But without, looking at schedules and all that other stuff, for the NFC, I'm not prepared to rule out the Eagles making a return. I'm not prepared to I am prepared to rule out the Rams. I don't think they're going to be as good this year.
Right.
But I'm not prepared to rule out see, the NFC is not as dominant as it usually is, whereas right now the AFC seems to be where a lot of the players are. There's been a lot of movement, a lot of good draft picks going the right way. But yeah, I still feel good about the Eagles. They got rid of Foles, but he was still just a backup, Sorry, as long as Carson Wentz stays healthy, that's good. I think there's teams that are going to be better than a lot of people think. The Bears may sneak themselves into relevance simply because their defense is that good, but people will also find that Mitchell Trubisky will be a joke. They'll lose at least one game to the Lions this year.
Yeah, don't forget the Lions.
I don't. Matt Stafford is probably the most underrated quarterback in the league. Everyone wants to take a giant dump on him, but he still regularly turns out 5,000 yards in passing per year.
I know, but the Lions, I'm from Michigan, so the Lions always are the Lions.
That's factually accurate. When it was nice when Stafford got him to the playoffs the first time, they just haven't been as relevant since, and a lot of that is Jim Schwartz leaving as the coach, in my opinion. And the defense just not being the same ever since. And the NFC South is going to make an appearance. You're going to see one of the Falcons, the Falcons, the Panthers, or the Saints involved. Simply because the NFC South is the best division in the NFC. That's not a question. So people keep telling me, oh, but the Niners are going to do so good. No. Listen, I love Jimmy Garoppolo too, and he'll be an improvement. They still need so much more.
Right.
Next year we'll talk. That's what I'll say there.
Join us on Polus, where we work to find common ground through discourse. We will talk about all things political or otherwise. This is an open forum for discussion about all aspects of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.